So you know how we have been discussing and drawing pictures of neural networks, right? So we will today uh, talk about those pictures, what those pictures actually mean. Let's take a look at one more drawing now. Let's draw something now. Don't mind my drawings, guys, but I am hoping that it is getting clear. And this thing is y hat. So the first layer is called the input layer. So this is what we call as a first layer. This is what we call as an input layer. It is like where we put in our puzzle pieces all the input x1, x2 and x3, and that's exactly what it looks like. And there the another layer called the hidden layer. Alright, which is magic is happening right now. So here's the thing, when we train this neural network, we don't actually see what's going on inside the hidden layer. We only know what goes in, which are inputs, and what comes out, which is the y hat thing. So we use special names for these layers to help us understand them better. So input layer is called layer 0. Then normally like normal conventions in any research paper or anything, we will call this as a layer 0, this as a layer 1, and this as a layer 2, which will be our output layer. So we have something called activations that will help us figure out what's going on inside the hidden layer. So these activations are like messages from hidden layer to the output layer saying I have figured it out. And then there are parameters. There are like special keys to unlock the box of puzzle pieces. In this case, there are numbers that help us make sense of what's going on in input layer. So let's look at the parameters for a sec, right? So we have a W with the superscript 1 and B with the subscript 1. Alright. Am I correct? B with superscript 1, yeah. In the hidden layer. And W with the superscript 2 and B with the superscript 2 in the output layer. These are like special codes to help us solve a puzzle. So to sum it up, our neural networks goes and takes the input x1, x2 and x3, and through the hidden layer it will come out with the answer, which will be this thing y hat. And all of these happen because the parameters and activations that help us figure it out. So we have activation function, which I mentioned, which we denote as a superscript something. We'll say it as 0 equals to x. That is our activation function. And every of these things we denote as a it will be a of first layer, first thing, a of first layer, second thing. So we create matrix for this thing, a of 1, a1, 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 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's our way to denote the matrix of the hidden layer. And we represent these things as a W2B2 and the dimensions of those things are, I was right, I was confused, but yeah, we these are superscripts, and dimensions of the W will be 1, so which is this thing, and 4, which are these 4 things, and 1 and 1, so that's how it will be. And then y hat equals to a, that will be our activation function. That's how we are going to represent. So funny thing about the neural network, of the 2-layer neural network, it looks like it is having like 1, 2, 3 layers, right? But conventionally we are going to represent this layer as a 0th layer. Alright, so whenever you are going to encounter that you are watching, like it is looking like it is having 3 layers, but always remember that input layer is going to be 0. That's what the naming conventions will be in the official official things, like everywhere. And output layer will be, the hidden layer will have parameters associated with it, and the outer layer will be having parameters associated with them as well. So yeah, that's about all for this video, and see you guys in the next one. We'll dive deep about these things in the next one. Until then, keep hustling.